हाथ में चूड़ियाँ नहीं पहन रखी है. People who wear churiya, which is women, are hence lesser, and women, who are the more capable ones in the society, are better, and they are capable of leadership, they are capable of achieving great things, women are not. This idea has been floated across many eras, and society has lapped it up, and they have also used different literature of different era to be able to reinforce this thought and explain the stories of mythology especially, to be able to drive this particular idea into our mindsets. And hence we have grown up thinking that in our culture, the ladies who are at the center stage of our culture are actually peripheral, they are incapable, they are sacrificing, they are obedient, and the moment they slip from that space of obedience, they cause disaster. So the very plan of action in this particular regard has been very simple. You prove to the world that woman is the root cause of the problem. Sita asked for the golden deer. Sita stepped out of the Lakshman Rekha when Ravan came asking for alms. And so because of Sita, a great war happened and many people died. The story was not explained to us as one Brahmin who was hungry and who had come seeking alms. Sita trusted that person, and that person betrayed the trust. It was not Sita, it was Ravan who caused the great war in which a lot of people died and a massacre happened. We are conditioned to accept the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata in a way which shows that because of women's foolishness, something bad happens, and so women are the problem. And so when women are the problem, what is the obvious solution? It is to solve the problem. If the problem is the woman, then the obvious solution is to correct the woman. And that is where comes all those behavior that women has been battling with for life, where women are told, aise mat bolo, aise mat karo, don't sit like this, don't stand up like this, don't talk like this, don't laugh like this, and so many ways to tell the woman that you are not correct, something is wrong about you, and if whatever you are doing will cause something wrong, so you better behave, and if possible don't step out, and even if you step out, come home early, and all those things that the society wanted to drive to control the woman has been established plan wise, structurally, and over a period of time. Now, having said that, does it mean that patriarchy affected only the women? No. Patriarchy affected men as well, and the way they affected women, the influence on men is no less worse than the way it affected women. Because while women were told to be timid, obedient, very, very sacrificing, very, very well behaved, and all those typical things that women are structurally, the structural, cultural, and ideal definition of a good woman had been thrusted upon the woman. Equally, the definition of a ideal man had also been thrusted upon a man with sentences like "हमने चूड़ियाँ नहीं पहन रखी है," and there are more than these. There are sentences like "मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता." There are sentences like "be a man," "men don't cry," and many such like phrases and sentences which actually float a very macho image of the man, where the man is supposed to be dominating, very aggressive. There has to be a very angry image where people should be fearful of the man. And the moment people are fearful, we need to understand that there is a distance that is automatically created, because people might be forced to respect, people might be forced to obey, but people don't find a reason to exactly love. They might be dependent on you, and so they don't ever leave you, but they don't exactly get to love you for who you are, because they don't get to see your tender side. So for a very long time, all those men who fell into that category of ideal masculinity, by showing their aggression, by exercising their domination, uh, by making sure that they control everything with the steering in their hand, were actually pushed into the side where they force themselves on others but don't exactly experience love, and so feel that deprivation within them, and that deprivation causes further cruelty. So the man as well had suffered the ill effects of patriarchy and had been pushed into the corner, and internally that person, those people, had been sinking steadily and constantly, causing bigger damage than just that image of that particular image of machoism. This also has been explained to us by our epics, both Ramayana and Mahabharata. The epics did tell us what will happen if you try to put anybody inside closed doors and tell them that they are not supposed to break those boundaries. They're supposed to be that macho dominating personality. And Bhishma is one of the most ideal examples of this kind of masculinity, which nobody else suffered than he himself did. We'll come back on Bhishma in the next video that I post. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye.